Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Port Huron Area School District Soccer Complex. My name is Joe Bixler.
And I'm George Moger.
And we will be trying to telecast today's game. Tape delay, of course. This is first week back from spring break for both Port Huron High and Port Huron Northern. Looking forward to a tremendous game today. Both squads are pretty evenly matched. Relatively same number of seniors, juniors, freshmen, and sophomores on each squad. I know that Port Huron High enjoys right now a 4-0-1 record. I'm not sure exactly what Northern's record, George.
Port Huron's record, I believe Coach Schneider said, was 3-2-1.
3-2-1. These squads both play in the MAC conference, but in different divisions.
Correct. This is a MAC crossover game.
And Big Red's at a bit of a disadvantage today, unfortunately. They've got several kids on the squad that are out on a band trip this weekend, so they're playing a little shorthanded today. Got some JV players up on the squad. We'll try to run players down for you as the game goes along in terms of starters. I know right now, right up front, we have, for the Big Reds, we have Chris Miles, number 6. Number 17 is Tiffany Fiedler. And on the far side, I believe, is Jody Edmondson. Yes, number 9.
Correct. And for the Huskies, number 25, Britta Dahlberg. And number 18, Julie Herbert. Beautiful day here in April, the end of April. You know, soccer is played during the spring, during times when it can be really inclement. And today's not one of those days. It actually was supposed to. Yeah, it was. The wind was supposed to be a little bit more off the lake, and it's pretty nice up here. Temperature is not bad. No. The wind will not be a factor, I believe, in today's game. No, it looks like the flags are just kind of laying there. And we're just about ready to start the game. Officials are checking all the last-minute things they need to check, waiting for the officials' signal, and we're ready to get on. Big Reds are taking the ball first, kicking. Mosier over to Bixler, out of bounds. Northern's ball. Real key to this game will be position, George. Both teams are well coached by Coach Majeski and Coach Schneider, and both squads are going to be pretty intense. This is an inter-city rivalry. These kids have played together, both in AYSO and travel soccer, so they know each other pretty well, and really excited about today's game. Throw out the records on this kind of game. That's right. You'll see a lot of hustle by both Big Reds and Huskies. Ball out of bounds. I'd say the temperature at game time here is probably about 55 degrees maybe. I think we had a high of today of like 65, but now close to game time here, it's cooled off quite a bit, and we are up here by the lake. But again, there's no breeze, so when that sun goes down, it'll cool off further. Got some Big Reds playing in different positions today. As I mentioned earlier, several of the Big Red team members are on a band trip this weekend, so Coach Jerry Majeski's had to move the lineup around a little bit here. And we'll try to catch the players for both Port Huron High and Port Huron Northern as we go along here. Looks now like we have is that a corner kick? No, just a side in by Northern, thrown in. Thrown into the box, and it's popped out by the Big Reds. Pretty tight game so far. Everyone's kind of marking up, making sure that they've got their defense. Northern out of bounds, side in. And again, Big Reds knocking the ball out. Looks like we have a goal kick by Port Huron High, knocked out by Northern. Laura Slingerland, a freshman back there, about to do the goal kick. Laura's had a real good start to her freshman season, the Big Reds. It's a Northern. Ball has been kept down in Port Huron High defensive end so far. Northern seems to be on the offensive. In case you just joined us here, this is taped soccer coverage from the Port Huron Area School District Soccer Complex, located right up behind Port Huron Northern High School. It's the Big Reds against the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Just got started at the 37-minute mark in the first half. Northern keeping control of the ball. Nice give and go there. Out of bounds, Huskies keep it. Keeping control of the ball on the Port Huron High side.
both of these squads will, you'll see both defenses cheating up, much like you'll see on Northern right now. Northern's defensive people are well beyond the midfield mark. And we've got a corner kick now for Poyer Northern. So this is the first real threat at an opportunity here.
It's like number 15, Alexa Gilbert, about ready to do the corner kick.
See everyone marking up now. Everyone's in the goal. Now the goalie does have complete authority to go grab that ball. Let's see. Here's the corner. It's coming in.
A little low. Knocked out by Mosier, looks like.
Looks like another corner kick. Yep.
Gilbert will line it up again.
Coach John Schneider barking out some kind of signal to the Huskies. I'm not sure exactly what he's got called here, but you'll see a formation, and now they break out.
Several movement.
And
there.
That's a better corner kick than this
Good
first
head
one.
kick.
Oh, and that's a Husky goal, I believe. No, we got an offsides.
Off. Goal is taken away.
Wow, that was a beautiful head.
Nice play. I did hear the whistle blow before the goal went in, however, so.
Official calling an offside, so somebody must have snuck in behind the defensive people. I'm not sure exactly from our vantage point how that worked, but the officials were right on top of it. So
just wide on a shot by number 22 there.
Aaron Eastwood. Aaron's got a big foot.
I think she was the one who headed it in as well, but it was taken away. Once again, Slingerland back to do the goal kick. Slingerland up to, nope, out of bounds. Bixler will take it in for the Big Reds.
And that's a PH throw in. She's throwing it up the line. Chris Miles trying to fend somebody off here now. That ball went right between two Big Reds, missed it.
I've heard a lot about Miles scoring. I haven't seen her touch the ball yet. She has not had a chance to show off her skills.
Well, big Northern Huskies are keeping pretty consistent pressure right down at the Big Reds end.
It's Liz Miles over to Fiedler.
And Tiffany Fiedler knocking the ball up past midfield.
And it should be out of bounds to the Big Reds.
White throw in here.
Bixler throws it in. Header to Miles.
And Laura Slingerland checking that ball just past midfield and sending it back into the northern end.
Number 5 with some nifty footwork there.
Kathleen McCarthy popping it back into the Big Red side now.
Borger and ball. Perkins to bring it in. Nice header going the wrong way.
Yeah, McCarthy popping that ball, but she threw it back her way, and that's Big Red throw in. A little back and forth action going on here right now. We're just underway here. CPHS Channel 6. I have a little difficulty reading the scoreboard clock. The sun is so bright that you can't necessarily see the lights here at
here's Miles.
Soccer complex.
It's a chance to get away. Cut back up to her.
Good defense by the Huskies. Number 22, Aaron Eastwood, coming back to
get that
play
AD from Northern to get a shade over there so we can see the clock better. That would be nice of him.
Yeah. That would be Mr. Tom Rodenbaugh, would it not?
I believe that's
George?
right.
Yeah.
Anybody seen that man around lately?
I haven't seen Tom in a long time.
I guess that's right. We'd have to blame that on Mr. Semmelsberger today.
Well, both ADs getting equal time on Channel 6 today. Northern's ball in the Big Red's territory. They're on the far side, going from my left to your right. And Northern throws in. Attempt to cross it, and it goes into the box. And Alicia Laporte comes out to play the ball. Nice play by Alicia. She clears it out of the box. Coming up to Tiffany Fiedler.
Number 5 steals it.
And she's, marking up with McCarthy. Kendall Perkins clears it. Right over to Aaron Eastwood.
It's again Slingerland down.
Chris Miles comes over from her center forward position to play the ball. Not much
nice
support on
stop
the right side, though.
by number 3, Kakaman.
Again, Erin Eastwood from her center midfield position, sending the ball over to the left side.
That's number 8 over there, Mickey Samowski.
Mickey playing the ball over. She's ready to cross.
Centers it.
And Alicia Lepores picks it up.
Comes up with it. Push from the back. Number 18 for the Big Reds was pushed, and that's,
I believe that was our first whistle of this evening. We're at about the 31-minute mark here in the first half. No score. Big Reds and Huskies.
This play by Slingerland. 13 keeps it in.
And Alicia Lepores comes out to play the ball for the Big Reds. She's going to pop it out here. Ooh, number 5 McCarthy pops it into the 18-yard box.
It's Lizzie Miles kicks it out of there.
Number 14, Chris Grove, trying to play it over to the far side, but knocks it out of bounds. And we've got some substitutions here for Huron Northern. Number 4, Christine Lapish is coming in for the Huskies. It's one of them.
Number 6, Kelly Hustic.
We have several spotters up in today's booth helping us out with coverage of today's game. We wouldn't be able to remember all of these kids' names without the help of all the folks that are up here. It's nice work whispering in our ear and letting us know who's out on that field.
Slingerland on a goal kick. Again, so far the Huskies really have dominated. The ball has only crossed half field, midfield 2 or 3 times.
It's number 8 for the Huskies, Mickey Samowski over there in their corner, trying to fend off a Big Red defender. That ball goes out of bounds. I think we have a throw in by Northern. Yep. Big Red's marking up now, checking her players. I think that's Erin Eastwood that just threw in.
Illegal
and
throw in.
She lifted her foot up, so that's going to be Big Red throw in.
That's Grove set to throw in. Coach Majeski over there do some
barking out some signals there.
13 with a nice centering kick. That's Canoosed. Fours has it, lost it, and then recaught it.
Number 4, Christine Lapish popped that ball. She was right about the 18-yard line and kicked that right towards the Big Red goal. Alicia Lepores made a nice stop of it.
Ooh, Miles with a push off, and it'll be the Husky ball.
This MAC conference is a real interesting, pretty physical conference. Of course, you see some different officiating depending on whether you're on home or on the road, but this would be pretty typical of MAC conference soccer. A lot of bodies on top of each other. Soccer is a contact sport.
Yep.
Not supposed to be nearly as much as you think, but it is.
Ooh,
Northern now playing the ball down in the corner. Pair of twos down there fighting with each other. That's Shelby Bixler and Sarah Bankson fighting for the ball. And Big Reds are going to get a goal kick here. Laura Slingerland popping the ball up. Number 4, Christine Lapish intercepts, and she knocks it out of bounds off of the Big Reds, so it'll be Northern throw-in. Number 12, Lindsay Doss throws the ball in. And that goes off of a Northern player, and now we have the Big Reds throwing in. And McCarthy, number 5 now. Giving to number 2, Dawson, a little give and go there, now goes out of bounds, and it's going to be
out of bounds by Mosier.
Northern throw-in. So throw-in goes into the box, and Laura Slingerland intercepts, pops the ball out.
Nice centering kick. It's trouble.
Oh, there was a
Slingerland got it out of there. A lot of contact on that play.
Goalie Alicia Lepores came out to meet the ball, and there was some contact there, but Slingerland released the ball from the 18-yard box. Now it's back into the box, and Lepores comes out to play it for the Big Reds. At the 26-minute mark here in the first half.
Miles gets it. Number 3 came up and stole that one. Kakaman.
And once again, Chris Groves and Laura Slingerland trying to clear that box, and now it comes out to
Liz Miles. Over to Chris Miles. No relation.
And number 2, Sarah Banks, and knocks the ball back in.
Perkins on it. Lepores comes out and does a nice diving roll.
Yeah, I think Lepores is pretty much decided she's going to have to be pretty assertive today and come out and play the
very
ball.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
She's going to get her workout today, I think, too.
That's going to be a Northern throw-in. And now the Big Reds clear to midfield, but number 3, actually Kakaman knocks the ball back in and knocks it out of bounds already. And
Big Red throw-in. Sorry, I've been mispronouncing that. It's Kakman.
And Liz Groves playing pretty decent defense there, breaking up a pass between McCarthy and Dawson. Now Northern throws the ball down low.
Just goes
into
out
the
of
corner.
bounds.
And it's going to be Big Red throw-in?
I believe so.
Sure does. Pretty nice crowd for today's game. Of course, it's a beautiful day.
You expect that for a crosstown rival.
Yep.
And nice weather.
Everyone out here sporting their nice tans from spring break.
Got some more subs for Northern. 3 more young ladies coming in.
And we'll see if we can catch these numbers for you here.
For 25 is Dahlberg. 18 coming in is Hebert. And the yellow bandana over there, I'm not sure what
You
number
didn't
that
catch
is.
the number over there, but she'll be easy to pick out, George. We'll be able to get her number pretty quick here.
Banka. Brooke Banka is in the yellow bandana. Now the ref has stopped play a minute, making her take the bandana off.
Yeah, the officials recognizing that the I'm not sure if that's we talked about that before the game started, George, you and I. The do-rags, so to speak, are not something that are accepted by the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
I'm surprised that number 17 can wear one. At other sports, they're not, no jewelry, no head things, anything. Oh, it's her knee brace. Okay. Just been informed that her knee brace has to be covered as well.
Yeah, and that's pretty consistent with other sports as well. Yep. Huskies on the attack now, just outside of the 18-yard box. Aaron Eastwood
22.
takes a whack at it, knocks it into the box, and Alicia Lepores comes out to pick it up. Number 6, Kelly Hustek, was right on the doorstep ready to pound that ball in, but Lepores picked it up and knocked it out.
Just been given a little more clarification on that. The bandanas, that they are allowed to wear bandanas, they have to be a matching color. You'll notice that 17's bandana is white, matching her shirt. So the bandana worn by Banka has to be blue.
Here's number 6, Chris Miles, now breaking out for the Big Reds, and she's being challenged by the Huskies. Number 13, Kelly Kunst.
Kunst knocks it out.
And that's a Big Red.
Is that a corner kick?
No, I believe it's a throw-in.
Throw-in, okay.
Yeah, near the corner. And this
Miles
is one of the first times
good...
we've seen an organized play down at the Huskies' end by the Big Reds.
Good speed by Miles, but that was matched by Kunst.
Yep. Huskies well aware.
Huskies well aware of Chris Miles' speed, George. I'm sure that they're going to be checking her on a regular basis.
Yep. They have that scouted.
She took the ball on the right side, even though she's playing the center forward position. Thrown by Chris Groves, and Big Reds can't keep it down. Number 11, Liz Miles now fighting for the ball.
Nice pass by number 6, but chased down by Slingerland, and she knocks it out of bounds.
At the 21:40 mark here at the Port Unary School District Soccer Complex.
We have an illegal throw-in.
Huskies and Big Reds, no score. And now we have Big Red throw-in. Apparently the Northern player lifted her foot up. Kendall Perkins now throwing the ball in for the Big Reds. Northern players marking up now. Headed off by Tiffany Fiedler. Tiffany's going to take it down the side. Chris Miles knocks it down. And we had a pushing penalty, so the Big Reds are going to get a kick from that point.
Ashley.
And it looked to me like Miles and Fiedler got tripped up there.
Yeah, I think it did.
Definitely.
Yeah, from our vantage point, it sure looked like Miles and Fiedler ran into each other as opposed to a Northern player knocking one of them down. But nevertheless, Big Reds get the kick from there, and they knock it down into the Northern end. Number 5, McCarthy, throws the ball over to Aaron Eastwood, who plays it back. Number 18, Christy Thomas, the Big Reds playing the ball. And that ball's going down, and Laura Slingerland is chasing it down. Keeping away from the Northern player, she knocks it out of bounds. Northern substitutions.
That looks like Banka's finally going in.
And also is that number 11?
I think 11 is Banka.
Okay.
Yeah. And number 17, Mary Rigney.
Huskies throw in now. Liz Miles pops the ball, and Slingerland knocks it out. Christine Lapish with a big boot there. Yes.
Laporge comes down with it.
Big foot by Christine Lapish.
Ashley Kackman doing a real good job of keeping that ball in the offensive end.
Huskies now playing some decent position and really being able to pass the ball well. Number 18 for the Huskies. That's Julie Herbert takes a shot at goal, and Alicia Laporte picks it up and knocks it out. Pops the ball out to number 2, Shelby Bixler. And that ball's played back to the 18-yard box. Oh, a little indecision there. There we go.
Laporte comes up with it.
Laporte was coming out for...
Laporte couldn't decide what to do with it, could they?
That was almost a disaster for the Big Reds.
In.
Number 12, Lindsay Doss.
Now we have our first Big Red substitute.
Number 9, Jody Edmondson going out, and
number 8, Aaron Miller comes in for the Big Reds.
And Kendall Perkins throwing the ball in for the Big Reds. Number 5, McCarthy intercepts for Northern. She's taking the ball down.
Nice slide by
Looking
Mosier.
for a pass. That's intercepted by Liz. Oh, and it goes right past Liz Miles. And she finally catches up with it.
13, Canoes on a long shot on goal, but stopped by Laporte.
Huskies have some big feet out there that are kicking the ball out beyond the 25 30-yard mark. putting some real pressure on the Big Reds goalie, Alicia Lepores, to make some
She
stops.
must have had, you think, 10 saves so far?
I would say at least that, yes,
Yep.
George.
And I believe the Northern goalie hasn't had any.
We're at the 17-minute mark here on CPHS Channel 6. You're watching the Port Northern Huskies and the Big Reds of Port High School.
Alexa Gilbert is the goalie for Northern.
Laura Slingerland knocks the ball out of the box, and it's played over on that side by the Big Reds, but it's knocked out of bounds, so Northern has a throw in.
Slingerland with a good foot there. Up to Miles, and there's Kackman again. Take it away from her, and now Miles gets it back. Nice hustle by number 5.
Yeah, knocks the ball out. McCarthy.
She's all over the place.
Yeah, Chris was looking for a pass, but by the time she made her mind up where she was going to go to, McCarthy had covered her pretty well. Knocked the ball out.
Nice little pass to number 8.
Here, Aaron Miller. And that ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Northern throw in. Down in the corner. Northern defending the goal on the flagpole end. That would be the north end of the field here at the soccer complex behind Porter Northern High School. Big Reds, of course, down at the south end, or that would be the canal side of the complex. Now we have another whistle and a respotting of the throw-in. I think it's still going to be, no, it's going to be PH's ball now. They're going to be throwing in.
Legal throwing again, probably then?
Not sure what the call was on that, George, but it may have been out.
Okay.
Number 25, Brady Dahlberg, popping the ball down. Played by number 18, Julie Herbert. She's getting ready to cross that ball. She does, and Alicia Lepore snacks the ball. Huskies had some people on the weak side ready to pop the ball in, so it was a nice play by Alicia Lepores. Nice cross by Dahlberg. Or excuse me, that was Julie Herbert that crossed that ball.
She was almost out of bounds when she kicked that.
Big Reds, from my perspective, look like they're playing a bit more of a defensive game than they probably would like to. It looks like they really only have 2 forwards up front, Fiedler and Chris Miles. And
nice pass in. Oh, there's a handball. 18 might have pushed her, but nope. Handball. It's like they like Slingerland to do most of the long-legged kicks.
Well, she's got a big foot.
Yeah.
She pops the ball into the northern end. Chris Miles takes it. She's looking for someone to pass to. McCarthy's got her matched.
Boy, right.
Step for step.
Right with her.
And now they're fighting for the ball.
Yeah.
Ball sent into the box.
The first save by Alexa Gilbert.
And she pops the ball out a good third of the way down the field.
Yeah.
Nice clear by the goalie.
Now Northern with a threat. They have numbers, as we say.
And Laura Slingerland hustles over to clear the ball.
Clears it out.
Number 8, Aaron Miller over there fighting for the ball from number 11, Brooke Banka, but she sends the ball down. And Annette Mosier trying to take possession of the ball now. Tiffany Fiedler knees the ball back over to Annette, and sends it into the Husky side. Number 12, Lindsay Doss, pops it back into the Big Reds end, where Laura Slingerland now will clear. Number 5, McCarthy, heads it back in.
Ooh.
And a little collision there between McCarthy and Mosier, and we're going to send it back with Big Red kick.
McCarthy got the better over that time.
Well, like we said, soccer is a contact sport. And girls are not going to back down from physical contact any more than guys will in this sport. Again, it's really the nature of the MAC conference play. Watch other conference play, and they're not nearly as physical as they are in the MAC.
Port Huron throw in.
Tiffany Fiedler throwing the ball in. She's trying to throw it to
over
Chris Miles, and that's intercepted. Nope.
Slingerland with a nice left foot there. Time Miles tried to take it from McCarthy, and she got it away first. Whoa. Good back pass by Liz Miles. About the 12-minute mark here.
Liz Groves, number 11, intercepts that ball, breaks up the rush by the Huskies, but kicks it out of bounds.
It'll be 4 subs.
Northern throw in, and yes, we do have subs.
One thing I've noticed here, Joe, is the Northern doing a lot more substituting later on. That may affect Big Reds. They may be out of gas.
Yep.
When you got all those people gone on the vacation, that may affect, it certainly affects your substituting pattern.
Sure.
Northern kids are legs are a lot fresher.
At the just under the 11-minute mark now, and Big Reds Huskies playing to no score at this point in the first half. Laura Slingerland ready to pop the ball into the Northern end, and she pops it right into the middle to number 16, Kirsten Lafine, and she takes it down. And number 6, number 11, Brooke Banka pops it into the 18-yard box where Alicia Laporte picks it up, and she's going to pop it out for the Big Reds. Erin Eastwood over there to intercept it, pops over her leg. Number 4, Christine Lavish. Yeah, nice pass. She pops it into the box again.
Once again, Slingerland over there.
Number 2, Sari Bankson trying to chase the ball, and she gets control of it.
Back in. Laporte's on another save, although that might not have been considered a save. Number 5 with a good head fake there.
And Annette Mosier tries to clear for the Big Reds.
Miles gets it out of there.
Yeah, and Mosier again kicks it. Miles popped the ball, and then Mosier knocked the ball out of bounds. Another substitution for the Huskies.
It's just one this time. I think we can get this one.
Julia Herbert in for the Huskies, replacing number 11. That's Brooke Banka. We're getting a little slow on these names here, but by the second half, hopefully we'll have these names down here for you.
Doss getting ready to throw it in. Nice pass. Mosier with a good head out.
Erin Eastwood popping it back now to number
Canoes.
13.
Those long shots.
Erin Eastwood intercepts. Number 10.
Doss stuck up there very quickly. I don't think Miles is used to seeing people with her same caliber speed.
I don't believe she has. Oh, there's some.
Nice crossing pass by number 2 there, Bankson. Laporte came up with it.
Mosier now playing the ball for the Big Reds. She gets it over to number 2, Shelby Bixler, who sends it over to number 8, Aaron Miller. Chris Miles picks it up from there. And she's going to take it down the sideline, looking for someone to pass to. She makes a move around the Northern player and knocks it off the Northern player. It'll be Big Red throw in. And we have a substitution here.
For the Big Reds?
I think that's Jody Edmondson, number 9.
Yep.
Yes, going in for number 8, Aaron Miller. Big Red throw in now. It's intercepted by the Huskies. Annette Mosier sends the ball down the side, and it's off a Northern player. It'll be Big Red throw in. The 7:30 mark here in the first half. No score.
Port Huron, as you said, Joe's got 3 people back most of the time. Looks like they're thinking more of a defensive philosophy here.
Yeah, playing more of a box here in the middle of the field. Typically, you have at least 3 forwards coming up on rushes, but Big Reds don't, being a little bit more conservative. Kendall Perkins was going after the ball. She slips and falls. Number 5, McCarthy, sends it into the box, where she's
back to her.
Met by Laura Slingerland, who's trying to make the stop.
Shot on goal by 16. That's Kirsten Lafine, stopped by Lepores. Again, Coach Majeski barking out things.
That looked like a hand to me.
It might have been a handball, yeah, where that girl pulled her hand down.
It looked like it was close to the box, too, if not in the box, which would have been a direct kick at least for the Big Reds. Number 4, Christine Lapish in the box, and she plays the ball towards the front of the goal. And,
Flexion, and Lepores comes up with it.
Wow.
Almost an own goal.
Yep.
Miles. Chris Miles taking the ball up the side here for the Big Reds.
Miles with some good speed. She has her head up when she's dribbling that ball, too.
Yep, she's looking for, and that would be off of off of PH, so it'll be Northern goal kick.
I think Miles didn't realize she had Fiedler in the middle.
No.
And she's used to being able to just outrun people, and these Northern ladies are able to stick right with her.
Well, she's playing. She's not playing in the center of the field either, George. She's taking the ball down the sideline.
Okay.
So I think it's a little bit different for her. Although that she was covered. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Number 11, Liz Miles, kicks the ball back in for the Big Reds.
Just at the 5-minute mark, still no score.
I'm trying to catch that Big Red number over there, number 18. That's Christy Thomas for the Big Reds. She's been down in that corner fighting for the ball. Number 22, Erin Eastwood, now on the side there, playing the ball in. She picks the ball back up again.
Knocked on her can.
And
number 5 with
McCarthy,
a shot.
yeah, she boots it. Erin Eastwood again takes a swack at it.
And Lepores comes up with it again.
Again, the Huskies have folks on the weak side, though, ready to pop the ball in. So if that ball comes loose.
You wonder about a cross pass, too, instead of right at the goal.
So it's really important to play position. Cheating over it all, that ball can come loose, and if you're in the right place.
Got a push by Northern, Big Reds kick.
We're at the 4-minute mark here in the first half. No score between the Big Reds of Port Huron High and the Huskies of Port Huron Northern. You're watching CPHS Channel 6 in Port Huron. And now
Miles with a nifty move. Quick feet. And number 12, Doss, staying right with her again. And good help side defense.
Yeah, Erin Eastwood coming over to assist with that.
Slingerland clears it out again.
That ball's out. It's going to be a Northern throw in. Oop, oop. And we have substitution. Yep. Northern player wanting to throw the ball in quickly. Lindsay Doss trying to get play going, but
number 18 coming in, I believe. Correction, 19, Kirsten Roshi. Perkins a little header there.
And that's off a Big Red player, and Doss throws the ball back in.
And that's knocked out of bounds. Should be Big Red ball.
Yep, Kendall Perkins throwing in for the Big Reds, number 19. She'll be throwing the ball up the line. Everyone's marking up now. I don't see anybody that's not covered, so number 12,
Lindsey Doss intercepts for the Huskies, and over to number 3, Ashley Keckman, who's taking it right up the center of the field. Number 5, McCarthy, tries to send the ball into the box, but it's intercepted by Annette Mosier. McCarthy back on it. She's fighting for it with Mosier along the sideline, and Annette kicks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Husky throw-in. 12, Doss will throw in for the Huskies.
Neither team certainly seems to be intimidated by the other one. They're
Oh, no.
both playing
No.
very...
I think the Huskies have taken the play to
Yep.
the Big Reds. They're being defensively minded, and Alicia Laporza has had to be on top of her game in order to stop some of those shots today. Ball's back into the box again. Laura Slingerland's going to knock it out. Now Aaron Eastwood, number 22, passes it over to 5, McCarthy. McCarthy looking for a pass.
There's a shot. Lapor's missed it.
Oh, Eastwood. That
through.
ball's right underneath Alicia Lapor's, and that's a Husky goal scored by number 22, Aaron Eastwood. And that was assisted by number 5, Kathleen McCarthy. Big goal for the Big Reds, and that comes at the
Northern goal.
Comes at the 120 mark.
Scored by 22, Aaron Eastwood. Assisted by number 5, Kathleen McCarthy. Northern goal. Eastwood from McCarthy.
And again, we have 1 minute and 17 seconds. That goal was scored left in the first half for the Huskies. So the Huskies won, Big Reds nothing here in the first half. Big goal for the Huskies. Get on the board just before halftime.
Last
1 minute to go.
20 seconds there.
Looked like it was a ball that could have been played by Lapor's, but snuck right into that corner by Eastwood. And the Huskies still have the ball down on the Big Reds end, and they're still putting pressure on. Number 8 for the Huskies.
Another goal. Wow, 2 quick ones.
And it was number, I'm trying to catch the number here, George, number 25 for the Huskies. Britta Dahlberg.
Dahlberg got it?
Yeah. So the Huskies put up 2
goal,
quick ones.
Scored by 25, Britta Dahlberg. Assisted by Mickey Samowski. Northern second goal, Dahlberg from Samowski.
All of a sudden, things are turned drastically.
Two quick goals by the Huskies here in less than a minute. Actually, the first goal at the minute 1:17 mark, and that one at the 25-second mark. And now we're down under 10 seconds to play, and the Huskies still have the ball down in the Big Red end.
Again, you wonder about the tiredness of the Big Reds after not being able to substitute very often.
That's right, and that's our halftime now.
half.
The Big Reds down by 2. The Huskies up 2-0. You're listening to CPHS Channel 6, and we'll be right back for the second half of today's action.
Hi, I'm Venus Williams, and I want to talk to you about believing in yourself, about your dreams, and how DARE can make your dreams come true. I dare to believe in myself, and that helped make my dreams come true. Most kids don't do drugs or join gangs. They just want to live safe and healthy lives. Hold on. So dare to stay drug-free like me and make your dream come true.
And we're back with you here in Channel 6 here in Port Huron, or at the Port Huron Area School District Soccer Complex, ready for second half of action between the Big Reds and the Huskies of Port Huron Northern. Our halftime score is Port Huron Northern 2 and the Big Reds nothing. George, the Big Reds were hanging in there defensively with the Huskies, and at the 1:17 mark scored the first goal, and 25 seconds later scored a second goal to make it 2-0.
Once again, I think, Joe, the biggest key there was the Big Reds just ran out of gas for that slight second. The Huskies kept the pressure on, and for the first 19 minutes they were able to fend it off, but a couple of little mental breakdowns and physically got a little tired, and that was the difference right there. I'm sure they'll be fresh again for a while, but now they got to find some offense.
Yeah, and it looks like they're taking more of a defensive posture in this game, and that may not bode well when you're down 2-0.
Nope. I believe Northern goalie Gilbert has only had to make one save.
And on the other side, Alicia Lepore has had to stop at least 15 shots, maybe more. Maybe more.
I would bet closer to 20.
And she's made some terrific stops here. But after 20 or so saves, after a while they're going to sneak in, and that's the Huskies kept the pressure on constantly, and both of those goals snuck in on Alicia late in the first half. We're in the second half of action now. Huskies controlling the ball down in the Big Red's end.
Perkins.
And that's going to be a goal kick for PH. Was off of the Husky player. Well, we have the lights on here at the soccer complex now at Port Huron Northern High School, the soccer complex.
22 on a nice cross pass.
Number 5,
There's a chip
McCarthy,
shot.
Yep, and just wide of the goal.
Good idea to try to go over her head on that one.
No doubt. No wind to speak of. You can see the flag over on the far side in the northeast corner, and it's just laying limp there.
Very unusual for this time of the year off that lake.
It sure is. Big Reds are defending the goal to my left, which would be the north end of the complex, just behind the tennis courts. Huskies on the south end.
Moves with a nice pass.
Christine Leapish popping the ball out front. Number 22, Erin Eastwood, takes a swack at it, and that's going to be wide right.
It was a nice pass right back to her when she was facing the goal.
Only really familiar with, George, are the ones that I remember either coaching or playing with my daughters when they were in AYSO. So Erin's always had a big boot. She's popping the ball out there from the 25, 30-yard mark, and she's always had a big foot.
Nice shot by 25 there. It's Dahlberg.
She had a goal in the first half. She had the second goal for the Huskies, and the Huskies still keeping the pressure on. Temporary relief by Annette Mosier, but now it goes back down into the box.
Big Red's energy level seems to be down a little bit. I think they're probably emotionally down after giving up those two.
I think they would have felt better going into the half 0-0, but those two goals really were
deflated them a little bit.
Yep. Need to find a way to pick it up here now.
Somebody's going to have to step up, make a good play. Nice pass.
Christine Leapish taking the ball down, and she's ready to cross. And the ball is intercepted, well, temporarily. Christine continues to fight for the ball, and it goes over. And again, a lot of pressure on the Big Reds goalie, Alicia Lepores.
Get it out. Slingerland has to go off her torso there.
And she clears the ball over to Tiffany Feeler. That's up the sideline. Chris Miles tries to take it up a little further. She knocks it out of bounds. It'll be the Huskies throw in.
Notice that 13 Knuts had an angle on Miles, even if she got past her there.
Yep, she had definitely...
really thinking back on Miles. Great defensive strategy here, being deployed by Coach Snyder. Somebody's always back.
Yeah, the difficulty from Port Huron High's point of view is if it's only number 6 on the rush, that's generally not going to be successful.
Nope.
It has been several times this year for the Huskies. Exactly. Because they're matching her speed for speed, and now the Big Reds take the ball down to the northern end.
So they can keep it down there for a while. Bixler with a pass outside.
She sends it over to the corner for Fiedler. Fiedler's going to look to cross it, and she sends it into the box. Chris Miles gets the ball, and it's cleared.
I think Miles was caught out a little off balance there. She didn't expect that.
A little pressure. I don't think she was ready to kick the ball with her left foot, and she tried to move it over with her right. And now number 11, Liz Miles.
By 25. Dahlberg.
Sent down to the Big Red's end now, where Laura Slingerland is fighting for the ball, and that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Northern throw-in.
It's off of Slingerland.
Early in the second half here now. We're at the 34-30 mark here in the second half. Huskies up 2-0.
Ooh. But he kind of stood around waiting for Lepores to come and get that. She finally did, but still a little indecision.
Ball's up at the half midfield mark now, and Erin Eastwood picks the ball up. She sends it down the field to number 18, Julie Herbert. Is getting ready to cross that ball. Slingerland comes over. Oh, there's a nice give and go. Beautiful.
Just misses the outside of the goal. Nice play by Dahlberg and Herbert.
Nice give and go. Nice give and go in the box. Once Slingerland missed that interception, that play was set up
beautifully
inside the box. Yep.
Mosier up the sideline.
That's Jody Edmondson. She knocks the ball out.
Couldn't quite control it there. Got a Northern substitute. Looks like number 8, Mickey Samowski, coming in.
And she's going in for Julie Herbert. That's a deserved rest by Herbert. She's been hustling the ball down in the corner.
Noosed with a nice throw in.
Number 5, McCarthy, now takes the ball down to the corner, and she pounds the ball off of Slingerland out of bounds. It'll be Husky throw-in. And she throws it into the Huskies, throw it into the box to Eastwood. And number 5, McCarthy's got it just outside the box, and we got an arm, and it'll be PH's ball at that point, and they'll be kicking.
Is that arm the ball touched her arm, or she was using her arm to fend off?
Well, it could be either
way.
One. More than likely, it looked like the ball hit her inadvertently, but inadvertent or not, it still has to go the other way.
Once again, 9. Edmondson has a tough time handling that one. Out of bounds off of her.
Ball sent into the corner. Christine Lapish is fighting for the ball down there in the corner with Miles, and Christine sends it over to the box. And Lepores is going to chase after that ball, and ball's out of bounds, and it's going to be Big Red goal kick. Big Red substitution.
It's like number 8.
That's Aaron Williams, I believe, or Aaron Miller, I'm sorry. Yep, Aaron Miller. Replacing Jody Edmondson.
Bixler fights her way and comes up with that. Pass to Miles.
There you go. Chris throws the ball over the midfield line, and where it's intercepted by the Huskies, they send it back into the Big Red's end.
Northern girls now can afford to play back a little bit on defense, particularly, and always be facing the ball, see where it's coming from.
It's really the position you want to be in all the time, regardless of the score. But they really have, with a 2-0 lead, you can really afford to play back even further. Having the ball in front with your opponent's back to the ball is really an advantage.
The Northern throw-in.
I don't know if you can notice on our telecast here, but the lights are on, and you start to see a few shadows out there.
Yep.
It's not the sun anymore. It's artificial light.
And the clock is much more visible.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we can actually, at a glance, tell you how much time is left. Ooh, that
ball went over Lepores. It hit the post. I think she grabbed it just in time.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Fans are yelling. They thought it was a goal, but most important person said it wasn't.
Yeah, the goal side judge is right down there, and we couldn't tell from our vantage point. It looked like it did go over Alicia's head.
Yes,
but,
I think it looked to us like it hit the post and popped back out.
Now a direct kick by Northern, and that
what
ball.
A strong kick there by number 3. That's Kackman.
And Alicia Lepores comes out to fend the ball off, but she kicks it out, and it's going to be a Northern corner kick. Number 18, Julie Herbert's going to pop the ball in for the Huskies. Huskies lining up here now.
It's a different
Coach John
strategy. This
Schneider.
time they're lined up
diagonal,
and they're all going to come towards the ball.
Coach John Schneider has barked out his signal, and
there's a header. Oh, and it was
Ooh.
almost in. Nice play by
Number 25,
Mosier.
Britta Dahlberg, took a swing at it, but there was a big red there to
knocked
clear
it
her out.
Yep.
Number 5, McCarthy, sends it back into the box.
Miles knocks it and out of bounds.
That's going to be Northern throw in. Northern carrying the play down in the Big Red's end, and that's knocked out by Christy Thomas for the Big Reds, so it'll be Northern throwing again. Number 4, Christine Lapish throws the ball. She gets it right into the box to Eastwood. Eastwood fighting for the ball with Mosier. And
Mosier on a nice slide tackle there.
yeah, that's going to be a goal kick for PH. At the 28-minute mark here in the second half, Big Reds are down 2-0 to the Poyer Northern Huskies.
Slingerland with a shot up the sideline.
That ball's
Goes
gonna
out
go
of
out.
bounds.
It's going to be Husky throw in.
Camoosed.
Chris Groves intercepts for the Big Reds. She's trying to fight for the position, and she sends it out of bounds. Big Reds, or the Huskies, throw the ball in again, and
This time Mosier knocks it out.
yeah, off blue. So it'll be Big Red throw in.
Miles does a good job of fending her there, but slips.
And it looks like we're going to have the semblance of a face-off here between
Jump ball, I believe he called. Is that a term they use in?
I don't know what he called here, but both players landed up on the ball. So number 6, Chris Miles, and number 5, McCarthy, go after it. And after a little skirmish, Chris kicks it off of number 5, McCarthy, and it goes out of bounds. Big Red throw in.
Groves with a throw in.
And
Number 5 is real feisty there.
I would say that Chris Miles has a different number. It's not 6, it's 5, and it's a blue 5. McCarthy has been on her like
Have
glue.
dreams around her all night long. That's right.
Now McCarthy does. And McCarthy stayed right on Chris until about the 3/4 mark there, when she was picked up by the rest of the Husky defense. And now the Big Reds will be thrown in again.
Side in red. There's McCarthy again, right on Miles.
Yeah, they're marking up here now, and that was a
Legal
bad
throw in.
Number 14 for the Big Reds, Chris Grove lifted that foot up as she was throwing in, so it's going to be Husky throw in now.
Nice toss in by Knoost.
Christine Lapish flagging that ball down.
Boy, people all over the place in that northern ball. Another nice save.
Number 6, Kelly Hustic, right in the box, and she pounds the ball right at the goal, and Alicia Lepores
comes up with it. That was off of number 4, Lapish.
Big Reds have played good defense. They've had to. And the ball's been down on their end most of the time.
Oh, Singleton didn't get that one up in the air. Stolen.
Lapish.
Out of McCarthy.
And Annette Mosier pops the ball out a little bit here. McCarthy now.
Nice nifty little move there.
Looking for someone to pass to. She
passes
back.
Nice play.
Nice passing by the Huskies.
Yep, very good control. Back and forth. Nice step up by 3, Kackman. Miles with a nice pass. Kackman gets back there in time.
Aaron Eastwood takes the ball out past the midfield and passes over to number 25, Dahlberg. And Eastwood now pops that ball towards the goal.
Lepores
and
came
Christine
out,
Lapis was there.
And then dives on it. Nice play by Lepores.
Yes.
Had a hand on it, pushed it away, another shot, and came up with it.
Shot by Mickey Samowski there.
Here's little McCarthy, that speed demon again.
And that's another shot on goal for the Big Red, or for the Huskies. Well, at least his save percentage is going to be quite high.
Yes.
Although not as high as the Husky goalie. And I didn't catch the Husky goalie's name, George.
Alexa Gilbert.
Alexa
we
hasn't
think
seen
has
too
had
much.
Two saves she's had.
Hasn't had too much action tonight.
Nope.
And again, Laisha Lepores comes out to grab the ball.
There's Coach John Schneider barking out signals. You can hear him say, follow, follow, follow out there on that shot for the rebound as a hockey player would. There's Miles, gets past number 3 for once, and number 3 catches right up to her. Kackman ran her right down.
They send the ball out. Is that a corner kick for the Big Reds, or it looks like it might be? It's the first corner kick that I can remember for the Big Reds.
I believe that's right.
And
looks like number 11, Liz Miles, is going to go kick it.
At the 22:30 mark here in the second half, Huskies up 2-0.
Number 4, Churchill, just came in for the Big Reds, replacing Grove.
And Mr. Majeski now has made his call on the play that he wants to see on this corner kick. Again, Liz Miles booting the ball in.
Header to Fiedler, missed it. Shot on goal by Bixler. Oh, just over the top.
Looks like they had something set up there. Wasn't anything close to that. Look like they were playing for a shot out by the 18-yard box, or the line outside of.
22-minute mark now.
Northern goal kick. Once again, if you just joined us, you're watching Northern and PH Women's Soccer here on CPHS Channel 6. The latter parts of April here in the year 2000. Nice day out today.
Beautiful.
And,
beautiful for any kind of competition.
Absolutely. Earlier today, the Northern and PH girls softball teams squared off. Not sure of the outcome of that game, but
I believe the Huskies won that.
Did they?
The boys baseball teams were also playing against each other. This is Crosstown Day, I think, in Port Huron. Little Perkins.
Kendall Perkins doing a nice job on the far side. And that ball sent up past midfield, and Chris Miles is trying to shake it down with Kackman again, and they're off for a foot race.
It's either Kackman or McCarthy all over Miles.
Chris is going to pass it
over.
over.
Pass. Number 8. Oh, hit the post. Oh, number 8 hit the post for the Big Reds.
And that was Aaron Miller, I believe. Number 8. Yeah, Aaron Miller.
Alexa Gilbert jumped on that rebound right away and gets it out. So for Big Red's first big chance.
And let's see if that breathes some life into the Big Reds spirit here, because there's Chris Miles with the ball now. She makes a move, kicks it with her left foot. Oh!
And it's loose. The Big Reds get another chance.
And a little bit of action down here at the Husky net. The 20-minute mark here now.
Big Red crowd getting into it a little bit with those 2 good opportunities.
George, that would be Big Red and Husky crowds getting into it. It's really, we've got a nice crowd here on both sides of the our press box. It's nice to see folks coming out to support both Husky and
corner
PH.
kick.
She sends it in. Ooh,
headed out by That was 13 Canoose with a nice head out. (18) Herbert.
And Christy Thomas for the Big Reds knocks the ball out, stopping the momentum temporarily for the Huskies. They're still hustling the ball down here. Slingerland now clears it. Nikki Churchill trying to put some pressure on the Huskies. Aaron Eastwood passes it over to the far side to Dahlberg. Dahlberg taking it into the box, and she takes a whack at it, and Alicia Lepores is there.
Lepores again.
Really, as I think back to some of the saves that Alicia's made, she's really kept the Big Reds in this game. I mean, it's only a 2-zip game, and at the 18-minute mark, we just saw some action down at the Husky end, and now Chris Miles is sending the ball down again.
There's Jackman with her. She's got 8 on the side over here again. Oh. Time Doss knocks her down.
And Chris is taking her time getting up there. I think she's just tired.
I think she's just a little winded. That's correct.
She tried to make a stop of that ball and make a move, and her rushes have been at least midfield, and boy, by the time you get down to that Husky goal, you're pretty winded.
Yep. Nice little.
We have a direct kick now, and this will be Liz Miles. She looks like she's going to be taking a whack at the goal here, and Big Reds will be rushing the box when she makes that kick. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's Mosier takes a fake, and it's sent over, and Erin Miller's over there, and she's not going to be able to chase it down.
Can't quite get it down.
Not sure if that's what they intended, but it was a nice try.
Substitute for Northern.
That'd be Christine Lapish coming back in for the Huskies.
Number 4.
Yep. And once again, there's another example of the Huskies being able to stay fresh. When Christine's in there, she's really hustling. And if she's been able to sit down for the last 4 or 5 minutes,
now she'll be fresh again.
Yeah. And Big Reds have had to overcome a little adversity here with their high school band going on a trip this weekend to Chicago, and they're losing 4 or 5 players to that trip. So they've had to double up and play a lot more on the field.
Playing minutes.
Yep. Taking nothing away from the talent of the Huskies, because they've really played great soccer this entire evening, putting the pressure on the Huskies.
Very impressed how they back pass and find each other.
Well, and the position is really good.
Yes.
Numerous times that ball has been sent through the box, and there's usually somebody on that weak side ready to take a whack at it. Dahlberg's down there now, and she's playing just outside of the box. Eastwood takes a swing at it, and that's going to be
just wide.
Big Red goal kick now. The 16:20 mark here in the second half. Slingerland knocks it out.
18 with a long shot. Just missed. Again, those long, strong
Julie
legs.
Herbert, yeah.
By the Huskies. Kirsten Lafine.
I told you that was Christine Lafine. Boy, it's a lot easier.
To make a difference who it is. They all have those strong legs from that.
I don't know about you, George, but it's a lot easier
yards.
to pick up the numbers now that the lights are on here. Not only can we see the clock, but we can see the numbers of the players a lot easier. Number 4 in the corner is Christine Lapish. She sends it up top.
Centering pass right there. Number 16, and Lepores comes up with it. Another nice play by the Huskies. A long cross pass right to 16, Lafine right in the middle. She got a good shot off.
And there's Dahlberg again. She sends it up.
Nice strong leg. Lepores just comes up with it again.
And there's 2 Huskies sitting there waiting to whack at it.
Biting at the bit.
You can't fumble the ball too much.
Nice step up by number 6 on a header there.
You can't fumble the ball too much around that goal.
One little mistake and boom, there's 2 people there ready to kick it right in.
And I'm not sure what we had called here. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick or
Somebody was in the box before the ball was cleared, so they're going to kick it over. Big Reds will be kicking from that point. Look like a hand over on the far side.
Liz Miles.
Up to Annette Mosier, and that's intercepted by number 6, Kelly Hustick for the Huskies.
There's Doss, 12. A lot of ball in the air there, controlling it with their feet. Nice centering pass.
McCarthy coming down. She's right at the top of the box. She's going to take a left-handed boot at it, and she sends it wide. Well, on my last telecast, George, I got to tell you that I was talking to my color man at that time, Dave Crimmins, and that was the night of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. And we were talking about how we'd like to see the Spartans win their first national championship in
You guys
many years.
predicted the future, didn't you?
Yes, we did. So congratulations to those Spartans. And to all Spartan fans in our listening area. You're listening to CPHS Channel 6 here in Port Huron.
Of course, there's a lot more fans now that they won, you know.
Well, of course,
get on
yes,
that bandwagon.
absolutely. But I'll have you know that that wouldn't be me. And another...
Lepores right on it again off the shot of Lafine.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give you any official statistics of today's game, but I'll tell you that Lepores has faced at least 35 shots and stopped all but 2 of them. So Big Red's now popping the ball down to the Husky end.
There's
And that
Kackman
Mosier
back there.
sending it down deep, and it's sent out of bounds by
Big
the
Red
Husky
throw-in.
defense. Big Red's hustling down now.
Chris Miles out there yelling for the ball.
And
you got a push off
here.
on McCarthy, it looks like. It's outside the box, though, I believe.
I think that's still going to be a direct kick, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, looks like a direct kick. And so,
what's the difference between a direct and indirect?
Well, actually, the indirect kick, a player has to, another player has to touch it before it's kicked directly towards the net. So actually, number 12 could just tap it, and then there's a shot by Mosier, and she sends it over.
Grove over to Miles.
And of course, number 5, McCarthy's on Chris Miles. She sends it in.
Sends it.
And Fiedler was there, but couldn't get her foot on it.
Nope.
Mosier sends it back into the box. Aaron Miller heads the ball. Chris Miles picks it up, and that's going to be sent out. And
side in.
It's going to be. That's going to be a Big Red throw in, and my color man George Mosier got so excited he knocked his pop can right out of the booth, right on top of our technical crew here on Channel 6.
The technical crew is very important for this broadcast.
That's right. Josh Hendrickson down there. I believe that's Josh. If you're listening, Josh, we're sorry. Or Mr. Mosier is sorry.
Very sorry.
Back to action here now.
Fortunately, it was empty.
Yeah, back to action here at the 11-minute mark. Big Reds have the ball temporarily in the Husky end. Mosier and McCarthy fighting for it, and McCarthy makes a nice move to get around Mosier.
Nice lead pass. Boy, that pass was right on the money by number 6. And Laporte come out and bangs and comes up with a ball.
Alicia.
Great pass by number 6, Kelly Hustick, though, right on the money, across field to 18, Herbert.
And Alicia Laporte has gotten more and more assertive, or might I say even aggressive, as the game has gone along. She's had to.
She came right out, and there was a lot of contact there, but came up with the ball.
She was probably a good 10 yards away from the front of the goal, and just covered that ball up before Julie Hoover could get to it.
McCarthy all over Groves again.
Big Reds throw in now. They're going to throw it up the line. And
Miles using her body to keep McCarthy away, but McCarthy's right on her like a little fly. Will not let her go.
No. Number 5, McCarthy's going to sleep well tonight after flagging Chris Miles, or Chris.
Bixler goes down. Oh, and they called it on Bixler.
Because he can. Once again, we'd like to remind you that soccer is a physical sport. Contact is, well, not permissible, but it's going to happen here.
There's a
And
pop
Alicia
up.
Lepores knocks the ball down.
Comes up with it.
I wouldn't
Almost
say
at the 9-minute mark, the Big Reds are going to have to make a move if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, one goal here, and there's Erin Eastwood, and she's got a big foot. She winds up, and it's going to be sent wide. Plenty of time left, but the Big Reds really need to get on the board rather soon. That would put some pressure on the Huskies.
Right.
Anything can still happen here. With the exception of the last minute and 17 seconds in the first half when the Huskies scored both of their goals. This has been an evenly played game, although the Huskies have taken it to the Big Reds in their offensive end.
Yep. The Big Reds defense has stood tall most of the game.
I will say, George, even though we've seen some physical contact in today's game, it's nothing compared to the physical contact that both these teams will see in both their divisions in the MAC.
Okay.
You follow any one of these teams, the Huskies or Big Reds, and you'll see a lot more physical contact.
Yeah, the sportsmanship displayed has been excellent today. I believe
Absolutely.
There's been any problems at all.
Well, I know that several of these young ladies used to play with each other on AYSO teams. They all know each other very well. They all hang out up at the mall together once in a while, and so it's a competitive game, but it's also a friendly game as well. Northern throws the ball in now, and they're playing on the far side. Northern moving from my right to your left towards the north goal. And we have
handball?
Handball. Side judge called that, and it'll be the Big Reds kick from that point. Laura Slingerland winding up. She sends the ball up.
Knocked out of bounds, red, white ball again.
It'll be a throw-in, and Kendall Perkins will throw it in for the Big Reds on the far side. That ball kind of slipped out of her hands.
Yeah.
Over to Shelby
Bixler came up with
Bixler.
it and a nice centering pass.
And here comes McCarthy now with the ball, and she crosses over. She's winding up again.
Boy, he's got people backpedaling and turning.
And Christy
twisting.
Thomas does a nice job of intercepting that ball for the Big Reds.
Another big foot by Knutz there. Now number 20 will wind up.
And that'll be a goal kick for the
Kristen
Big Reds.
Walford knocked it out of bounds.
We're at the 6:45 marker in the second half. Huskies lead 2-0. Huskies scored 2 goals in the first half, late in the first half, within the 1:17 mark. And up to this point, the Big Reds have mustered a bit of an attack a couple of times down at the Husky end in the second half, but no success. One ball banging off the post.
Very impressed. Northern seems to always have some big, a very strong booter right in the center of the field who's ready camped there in case it comes on a cross.
Well,
just
Coach John
whack
Schneider
away
knows
at it.
his talent very well,
Sure
and I'm
does.
sure that he plays those positions very well.
Yep.
Knows his kids' abilities.
18 in there. Oh, Laporte came up with the body, and it's going to roll in for
Yes,
a goal.
sir.
I think number 10 got that one.
And
Did 18 get it?
not sure exactly who scored that goal.
Herbert got it.
Number 18, Julie Herbert scored that goal. And that puts the Huskies up now 3-0.
Husky goal. Goal by 18, Julie Herbert, assisted by number 12, Lindsay Dawes.
And now we have a couple of replacements in for the Big Reds. Freshman Cora Armstrong now in for goal, in the goal for the Big Reds. And she replaces Alicia Lepores, and I got to tell you, my hat's off to Alicia Lepore. She's made some great saves today.
Great game today.
And she leaves at the 5:50 mark and takes over. Cora Armstrong takes over for her. Score now 3-0. And the Big Reds really need to
Great hustle.
muster up an attack now if they're going to have any chance
Hitting the
of
head,
catching the
fell down,
Huskies.
right back up again. Nice save by 19. That's Kristen Roshi. Seen a couple new numbers here now for the Huskies. There's Banka. And we also have 17, Mary Rigney in the game. Number 7 for the Big Reds.
And we have the Huskies throwing in now down at the PH side. Thrown into the box.
McCarthy.
And, yep. She kicks the ball and it's wide to the left. Little under 5 minutes left in the ball game now, with the Huskies up 3-0. Ball's popped out of the box on a goal kick by Laura Slingerland, and that ball goes out of bounds and into the Huskies. They throw in. And that ball goes out again by the Big Red, so it'll be a Northern throw-in.
McCarthy in a centering pass, Knight centering pass. Good shot on goal by 17. Rigney knocked out of bounds by Armstrong.
Yep.
Just kind of swatted it out.
That'll be a Northern corner kick.
Once again, I'm shocked they let those goalies wear headbands and wild colored outfits.
Goalies are allowed, Mr. Moser, to wear different jerseys than the other team.
Very different sport we have.
Yeah. Well, it's not like basketball, Mr. Moser.
Not like basketball. Cross country, the same thing.
That's right.
They wear a different uniform like that, they can go run by themselves. Nice centering pass.
I would assume then that, Mr. Moser, you won't be volunteering to be the Big Red soccer coach anytime soon. Because
probably. Well, if I could get used to those uniforms.
Nice cross by the Huskies, but no one was there to pick it up on the weak side. So
it's another strong foot going on that kick.
PH will kick the ball out now. It'll be
Tiffany
Laura
Fiedler
Slingerland.
is taken out. Slingerland kicks it, knocked out of bounds by number 19, Roshi. Push off, I guess the call on that.
On Northern. Actually, when at that throw, when I saw 6 Husky players and 1 Big Red, not sure exactly where that ball was going, but she was well covered.
Yep.
Chris Miles now boots the ball,
Liz Miles.
Liz Miles, I'm sorry.
Miles.
Yes. And Chris is motoring down that sideline now. And that ball's going to go out.
Canute's staying right with her.
And it's going to be a Big Red throw-in, and Chris Miles has come up limping up in that corner. I'm not sure exactly.
She's going to walk it off.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Again,
I don't believe I've seen Chris come off the field today.
No. Husky speed, I think, has been a big factor in this game.
Absolutely.
Stay with the Big Red speed. I would have to. My vote for the first star of the game would be McCarthy. However, she's been all over the place.
Absolutely.
They give stars in soccer, or is that just a hockey?
Well, it's probably just a hockey thing, Mr. Moser. But given the fact that you're a guest color man for today's telecast, we'll give you the privilege of
thank you.
Passing out stars. And if I may suggest, however, that one of the stars go to at least Alicia Labors for the Big Reds.
Agreed.
I know that the score may not indicate it, but she has been peppered today by the Huskies and made some outstanding staves.
Armstrong comes out and makes her for a second save.
Coming down to the 1 minute mark now in the second half, we've got the Huskies up 3-0.
A couple more subs for the Big Reds. Churchill and Miller. And Miles finally leaves the game. First time she's come off today.
Yep, so you can say that she played 79 minutes. She officially walks off at the 79-minute mark. Good hustle by Chris. But was matched evenly today by the Huskies' speed and defense. When she was playing in the midfield area, number 5, McCarthy, was on her like a glove.
And back in the other end, it was Kackman.
Yep, chasing her down the sideline and knocking the ball out. Big Red's now
Sending the ball into the Husky end, and it's going to be booted. Still spending some time down there in the Husky end. And we only have 15 seconds left in the game here. Playing it out, and it looks like the Huskies are going to be victorious in this crosstown rivalry, MAC crossover game against their crosstown rivals, the Port Huron High Big Reds, and that's the ball game.
As the game ends.
Final score, the Port Huron Northern Huskies 3 and the Big Reds nothing. You've been watching CPHS Channel 6 in Port Huron. Thank you.
Final score.